From winning the first World Cup game after 6 World Cup appearances in 2016 and beating the Bangla Tigers in the latter's familiar backyard in 2021's World Cup, and going out with 6 straight losses. That's how topsy-turvy the journey of cricket has been in Scotland. Cricket has an illustrious history in Scotland, stretching back to at least the 18th century. The first recorded match took place at Alloa in Clackmannanshire in 1785, and some of the oldest cricket clubs in the UK can be found in Scotland. Established in 1821, Coetzer Cricket Club, which nestles in the Scottish borders, is the oldest cricket club in Scotland, while the second oldest, Rosy Priory, was founded by Lord Kinnaird on his idyllic estate at Inchur near Dundee in 1828. Other clubs like the celebrated Grange Club in Edinburgh, founded in 1832, soon followed. By the mid-19th century, cricket was firmly established in Scotland, with the leading clubs securing land to develop their own grounds and arranging fixtures against each other. Notable clubs from this period include the Clydesdale Cricket Club, which was instituted in Glasgow in 1848. The Eglinton Jug, dating from 1867, is one of the oldest existing inter-club cricket trophies in the world. The first Scottish Cricket Union was formed in 1879, and the national team beat Australia by 7 wickets 3 years later. The Cricket Union became defunct in 1883, and Grange Cricket Club took over the administration of the game until 1909. The first match against Ireland took place in Dublin in 1888, with Ireland winning. They also played South Africa, West Indies, an All-Indian team, and New Zealand before the start of World War II. The period between 1909 and 1948 was a turmoil in Scottish cricket that pushed them back due to political tension in the country, and the revival then would be hard but dramatic. 1948 saw Australia visit Scotland for 2 games at the end of their tour of England. These games, both of which were won by the Australians, were to be the last international games for Don Bradman. The Dons signed off, making a fine unbeaten 123 in the first match, with an innings victory followed by an infamous 0 in the second match. Cricket in Scottish culture wasn't there yet, while football took the centre stage along with hockey and other sports. It took them 30 years of trying when they first competed in the Benson and Hedges Cup for the first time in 1980. 3 years later, they took part in the NatWest Trophy. Their first Benson and Hedges win came against Lancashire in 1986. It seemed that cricket was finally a part of Scotland's heart when the big breakthrough came in 1992, when Scotland severed their ties with the Test and County Cricket Board, TCCB, and England, and gained associate membership of the ICC in its own right in 1994. Cricket in backyard had returned in Scotland, and the craze among the Scottish was more than ever as they cheered their team on in the epitome of world cricket. A 50-over World Cup in 1999 by finishing 3rd in ICC Trophy 1997. Even though they lost all their games, it was a sign of what was coming for cricket and its fans in Scotland. The 2001 ICC Trophy saw them finish 4th, losing a playoff game to Canada, but they won the 2005 tournament, beating longtime rivals Ireland in their final. The 2004 saw Scotland first confirm themselves as one of the leading associate nations by winning the inaugural International Cup. However, they did not progress beyond the first round in the 2005 version of that tournament. Scotland had enough of associate cricket, and in March 2006, Scotland embarked on a pre-season tour to Barbados. In June 2006, they played their first ODI since the 1999 World Cup, when they took on Pakistan in Edinburgh, losing the game by 5 wickets. They got their first ODI win in the European Championships in August, with a win over Holland in a rain-shortened game. 2007 was a year of mix and match with highs in associate cricket, followed up with a disappointing show at 2007 T20 World Cup in South Africa. But their participation in 2007 T20 World Cup and victories in Associate International Cup along with ICC Associates Trophy helped them attain ODI status. 2007 saw Scotland play a tri-series against New Zealand and Ireland in Aberdeen, Scotland. Followed up with bilateral ODI matches against Ireland and Holland, they also participated in the ICC World T20 in England in June 2009. During March and April in 2009, Scotland attempted to defend the ICC Associates Trophy they won in 2005. Though their dream of winning another trophy and qualifying for the 50 over World Cup 2011 diminished, they stood tall to give a competitive show in ECB's inaugural 40 tournament. The Scottish team qualified for the ICC Cricket World Cup 2015 in Australia and New Zealand. But it was eliminated after 6 straight losses out of 6 matches while coming close to winning a World Cup match against Afghanistan, where Shane Warne combined with Hassan stitched the famous 9th wicket partnership of 50 plus to snatch the victory from Scotland. Since then, they have played in 2 more ICC World T20 tournaments, 2016 and 2021. And, interestingly, their first win in a World Cup match came when they beat Hong Kong in 2016 World T20. Cricket Scotland has, for many years, set realistic and achievable targets for incremental growth. These have been shared both internally with the members and externally with funders and stakeholders, including the ICC and Sports Scotland. They have also, in the main, been achieved, thus maintaining cricket's position as a top 10 sport by participation numbers in Scotland. However, as a non-Olympic or Commonwealth sport, until women's cricket included in Birmingham 2022 was recently announced, cricket has been outside the top 20 sports by Sports Scotland funding level, which means the opportunities for growth have been limited. During the last few years, Scotland's cricketing profile has risen and improved significantly, with greater awareness of cricket's ability to deliver social good and iconic wins for the men's team, both on the world stage at a World Cup, against the top-ranked ODI nation in the world, and against 2 other top 10 nations. The team is currently ranked 14th in ODI and 12th in T20 Ireland. A combination of these factors and the changing landscape of international cricket means that the Cricket Scotland can now be more ambitious with its plans and intends to set the following more stretching goal for the sport. According to the sources, cricket will become a mainstream sport in Scotland, will be ranked in the top 5 sports by participation numbers, and will become the predominant Scottish summer team sport. Tapping into the unique character of cricket, its established position as Scotland's most diverse team sport, the excellent global ranking of our small nation, and the huge opportunity for growth in the women's game, we can achieve this aim within the next 10 years.